Thank you
Yeah.
so much. I am eager to speak with you because not only are you an attorney, which means you're very smart, but also you're a real estate investor. So you
Mhm.
understand what I'm up to and the people who follow me, the people in my community, that we want to be great real estate investors and we want to maximize what has been set up legally for us so
Mhm.
that we can have great results and great returns. So,
Mhm.
but it sounds a little odd, alternative assets. So what does it
Right.
mean to invest in alternative assets?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I am a tax and business attorney, and my specialty is looking at a client's corporate structure, making sure they're set up best for both asset protection and tax savings. And like you mentioned, I am a fellow real estate investor. I have a passion for real estate. So I'm out there doing what I teach and teaching what I do. So yeah, I love real estate. And part of the things that I love to discuss with my clients is retirement. Most people have some sort of retirement account, whether that's a 401k or an IRA. And most people think that you're just stuck investing in the stock market, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. But I'm here to tell you that that is not true. You can invest in alternative assets. And what that means is you can use your Roth IRA, your 401k to purchase things like real estate. If your Roth IRA owns a piece of real estate, now your tenants are paying back your Roth. You could flip that property, sell that property. All those capital gains go back to your Roth IRA, and your Roth IRA does not pay taxes on that.
Wow, I talk to so many people who are like, "Oh, I'd love to sell, but I just can't take the capital gains hit. It's just not worth it. Let my heirs, my descendants, they can deal with it, but not me." So let me just make sure I understand what you're
Yes,
saying.
yes,
I can do all of my real estate investing, have gains, have losses. That happens too, right? No, nobody's perfect. So
right.
everything that happens within the Roth or the 401k, and I don't have to pay taxes on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to
Exactly.
report it on my.
Exactly. Yeah, the goal for my clients is that they hit 59 and a half with the largest tax-free ATM they can have. That is what Roth does. And you can earn that in the stock market, but it's way easier to get to those multi-millions by investing in alternative assets. And you've got it exactly right. Your Roth buys a real piece of real estate. That Roth is not paying income on that rental income or those capital gains if you sell that property. At 60 years old, you could have millions sitting in your Roth IRA, and that's all capital gains growth. You take $1 million out at 60, nobody's paying a dime in capital gains or taxes on that money.
Now, help me understand. Why hasn't my financial planner told me about this?
Yeah, you do have to be with a specific custodian who allows this. Your IRA at Charles Schwab, Fidelity, Edward Jones, those guys claim that they have a self-directed IRA, but they just mean they're going to let you choose whatever stocks and bonds you want to invest in. You do have to be with a true custodian who allows it. Legally, any IRA can do it, but that custodian has to provide that option.
Oh, okay. So that's starting to make some more sense. Ouch.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, and it's really not, it's not Main Street knowledge out there. And that's why I'm here to educate my clients in Main Street business that it is possible for anybody to make these types of investments as long as you're with the right team.
Gosh, team, that is my favorite word. So
Yes.
tell me, so somebody watches this and they're like, "Oh, okay, I need to know more about this." Ring, ring, Ashley.
Yes.
I saw your interview. So tell me a little bit about you, your practice. What makes you special? What makes you the right person for my team?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, I'm a tax and business attorney. My office, I work at KKOS Lawyers. We're all tax attorneys here. I'm based in Phoenix, Arizona, but only about 10-20% of my clients are based here in Phoenix, Arizona. I service clients all throughout the country. Like I said, I want to make sure that you're protected and you're paying the least amount of taxes as possible. So if you meet with me, I take a comprehensive look at your situation and make sure that I'm setting you up best for the most protection and paying the least amount of taxes. And retirement is something that I like to highlight, and we dive deep into those consultations about.
Well, you don't seem like somebody who would have retirement on the mind. I appreciate that you do.
Of
So I
course.
call up, we do the thing. You're like, yep, this is right for you.
Yeah.
Is it complicated? Is it expensive? How
Mm.
long does it take to set
Yeah.
up a self-directed IRA?
Absolutely not. Yeah, so typically I recommend to my clients work on building up that tax-free ATM. Start with the stock market. You don't want to jump into these self-directed IRAs too quickly before you know what you want to invest in. So you want to make sure first you know what you want to invest in. So you would come to me, we'd set up our appointment, talk about self-directing, and then we actually have a custodian directed IRA on the fourth floor right below me. They are who I would send you down to set up that account. And they have their own fees structure and things like that, but we can kind of talk through that. But that's the starting process. Come to me to have a consultation and I'll be able to lead you in the right direction.
Okay. And getting that, I'm sure everybody deserves to be paid. I'm sure they're
Of
providing a
course.
great service. Are we talking thousands of dollars?
Yeah, so my hourly rate is $500. And if you want to move forward with something like an LLC for your IRA, that's something I can apply that into. Our LLC formation service is $11.95, and you get an hour of attorney consultation and then complete setup of that account. You'll work with Directed to actually set up your IRA, but there are certain reasons you would maybe need that LLC that we can get into.
Okay, got it. Okay. I mean, that seems fair. Like, and that's
Yeah.
an annual fee, one-time fee?
One time to talk to me Directed, I believe their pricing's around 400 per year. They don't take a percent of assets type of deal down there. It's just a flat fee for whatever account that you open up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, that seems pretty reasonable. You seem like
Yeah.
reasonable people.
Yeah.
Um, so we decide, hey, this is good. We're gonna do this. Rebecca, you're the right kind of person. And so
Yeah.
then what do I need to be on the lookout for? Is it just any kind of IRA? Is there a particular kind of IRA?
Yeah, no, well, when I'm talking to my clients, of course, I recommend that Roth IRA because I want to make sure that they're building up that tax-free ATM. But if you have a Roth IRA sitting at Edward Jones and now you want a self-directed Roth IRA, you simply just open up a Roth IRA at Directed IRA and they are there to hold your hand. They will pick up the funds that's sitting in your Roth IRA at Edward Jones, plop that into their account. It's very, very easy and they take care of all that paperwork for you.
I've been hearing about a checkbook IRA.
Yeah.
What is that?
Absolutely. So there are two, so that checkbook, that's the LLC that I had just mentioned. A
Oh,
checkbook IRA, checkbook control, that just means you have an IRA that owns an LLC. And there's two reasons you would want this LLC. One is for that checkbook control. If your IRA is directly making the investments, purchasing real estate, crypto, whatever it is, you have to reach out to your custodian every time you wanted to move that money. Your custodian's going to charge you a fee for that. Instead, if you establish an LLC, your IRA owns that. You become the manager of that. You open up your own checkbook, your own checking account, and you have control. You can move that money in and out of investments and never reach back out to your custodian. So you get that complete checkbook control. And it's also for asset protection. I don't want your IRA to be entitled to real estate because then your IRA is dragged into a lawsuit if somebody slips and falls. I instead want an LLC to own that property. So now your IRA has asset protection.
and then two more questions because at $500 an hour, I know you have things to do. Thank you for your generosity. Is there anything that can't happen? Anything that's a prohibited transaction within these structures?
Yeah. So the number one rule when you're investing with your retirement is you cannot commit a prohibited transaction. If the IRS finds out you committed a prohibited transaction, they basically deem it as though you no longer have an IRA, which means everything that your IRA owns gets dispersed to you. And if you're under 59 and a half, there's going to be a harsh 10% penalty on that. So we don't want to commit one of those.
Okay.
What that means is to transact with one of your disqualified parties. So you yourself are a disqualified party. That means you cannot go stay on rental properties that your IRA owns. Your IRA cannot lend yourself money or any company that you own 50% or greater of. Your spouse is always off limits. They can't go stay on your property. And then think of your lineage. Anyone above you, parents and grandparents, and anyone below you, your kids and their spouses and grandkids, off limits. But brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, and uncles, they can go stay on your rental properties. But as long as you're staying within those prohibited transaction rules, you guys will be golden.
They sound kind of easy to follow and easy to get it right.
Exactly. Yeah. And but that's why I love that our LLC formation service comes with that hour of consultation time because we're going to start that relationship. I'm going to be your attorney and I'm going to make sure that you aren't committing prohibited transactions.
Okay. That's great. That's amazing. And so, gosh, I tend to think of these things as being complicated or hard to understand. Is it really this easy?
Yeah, we love to make it easy. I like to make it easy. So I like to be transparent and really work with my clients to make sure that they're understanding these things. And my boss, Matt Sorensen, he's written the Bible on self-directing. That's the self-directing handbook. And he makes it very easy to understand these concepts. And like I said, I will always be here as a resource for you as well to make sure we are in understanding and making sure that you don't get caught up in any hot water.
Awesome. And this sounds like just something I hope your phone starts ringing off the hook because
Yes.
the government really wants us to succeed at this, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, they do. And that's why there's all these guidelines and laws out there because the government, they do want you to have success, but they aren't out there broadcasting this information. So that's why you need that support staff. I always recommend to my clients, they need to be the quarterback of their own team, but you need us as support staff to help you get across the line.
Okay, well, I'm going to put your number in